turn my hips and my back towards you guys. So I go here, I go like this. See? I am in the same position. I push, take my leg out. Now I'm on the crucifix right here. Okay? So I'm showing just the crucifix just to give you an idea. Okay? The crucifix is the easiest way to come up or to set up a submission. The back take is more fancy, but it's very effective still. So in the fight that I did in Pans 2008, and if you can watch that, okay, 2008 finals, I fought against Roberto Tosi. He applied this deep half on me. I changed my grip, my knees, grab his wrist, knee right here, and I go far from him, turn, put my knee on the floor, turn. And what I did, I took his back because he trapped my leg. He trapped the leg, like pinch your knees, like close your knees. He did this, so I couldn't take my leg out to go for the crucifix. So I closed my hand on the floor, keep the bottom leg out, and then I ended up attacking his back right there. And then after that, I choked him out. So it's a very great way for you to apply the steam roll from the stack pass. It's pretty much the same way you do from the bottom, you can do from the top, either from stack pass, either from deep half, or over under pass. So you can apply that in those different scenarios. It's the same concept. Your hips needs to be super heavy on his shoulder to open up his shoulder. In the same year, 2008, same event, I fought like Tarsis Humphreys, and he hurt his shoulder because I applied that technique, but I applied the technique on Tarsis from the stack pass. You guys can watch that fight. I don't know if you can find that. It's on budovideos.com. So you guys can find that fight. And then if you find that, you're going to watch that tournament. 2008 Pans. I won double gold and I applied those techniques. And since then, I'm doing that. I'm using that. And I saw other black belts teaching that technique since then. I saw other high-level black belts, such as like Guilherme Rafael Mendes, even like Felipe Pena, like guys like that, like Braulio, they taught that technique. So that technique is very effective, super simple to do, and super beautiful as well. So I got a lot of sponsors after that. All right, thank you. So now I'm gonna do some over-under pass defenses. Sometimes your opponent will get the over-under right there, and it's really hard to deal with over-under, so you gotta understand how the weight of your opponent works on top of you. Okay, so every time that my opponent have the head in one side and the body's in the other side, like his legs and body's in one side and his head in the other side, he's like crossing my body, he's super heavy. So that's why the side control, it's a very effective position because the body of your opponent is on one side and the body is on one side and the head is in the other side. So it's always like that. But if you push the head to the same side of the body, they lose the balance. That's what you need to understand. So every time somebody's on your side control and you push the head to the same side of the body, they're gonna feel off balance. They'll feel that they cannot put the weight on you. So it's the same thing, the same concept from the over-under pass. In the over-under pass, your opponent is pretty much like in a halfway to the side control. Okay, it's such a strong guard pass. I really like to use that. I use that all the time. I feel great using the over-under. But also, like, I like when people use the over-under to pass my guard because I have a lot of variations from that. And pretty much all the stack defenses that I showed to you guys, it worked. It really works. It works against the over-under pass. So I can show you here like a little brief from everything that we did from the stack pass until now that works against over-under pass. Okay, so our over-under passer, right? So let's say if you just get the over-under here, okay? Remember that I show you that sometimes your opponent will try to grab your collar from the over-under pass, or he's gonna try to grab your belt right here. Okay, most of the time he tried to grab the belt, put the head on the other side, and then he get on this position. Now he's gonna sprawl as a plank position, and then he start passing your guard. Okay, it's a very powerful and super strong technique because I cannot lock my legs. I cannot attack like a crucifix or not a crucifix, but omoplatas, or I cannot attack kimuras on him. It's hard for me to get the kimura. Of course, if my opponent pulls the hand on my leg like this, so then I can easily attack a kimura on him right here. But it's not every single time that our opponent will do that. He's aware of that. So the kimura is pretty simple from here. But sometimes he puts his biceps and he does a really good job hiding his arm. So now he's in a very strong position. Okay. Remember that I showed you on grabbing the belt to defend the stack pass, or even like grabbing the armpit to defend the stack pass. You can use that too. We're gonna pass through all that process. Okay. First, you need to just understand how to make your opponent uncomfortable on the over-under pass. Okay. And like I said, if you put the head of your opponent on the same side of his body, it's gonna be so easy for you to take the weight or the pressure of your opponent off you. So let's say if he jumps his ear, he puts some pressure on me, and I just like pull his head to this side here, right? So just push his head this way. So now his weight is no longer on me. So his left shoulder in this case is the shoulder that's putting all the weight on me, okay? But once I push his head to the side, try to put your left shoulder on me, he can't put the left shoulder on me. So now I have this space right here. So I can start escaping my hips. I can even stand up and put my body, okay, my chest over his back right here. So now it's impossible for him to get out from here. So I can scissor my leg and stand up in base, and then start working to get the crucifix, okay? But of course, in the fight, it's not gonna be simple like that. I'm just showing you that so you can understand the concept of having the head on the same side of his body. So taking the pressure away from you, okay? So when your opponent gets here, right, he got the belt. Sometimes you get their collar, okay? So first I show you that, go back, Jonathan. I show you that if you grab your collar here, if you try to do that, you guys can do the steamroll, like lift and then start doing that. I just showed that at the end of the last technique. So if you guys didn't see that, go back and watch the end of the last technique, or watch the